I think you know what to do by now on this. I'm just going to finish this up. Careful where you've painted. If not, I want to make sure I don't step on that. See, I'm going in the same direction, but this is, with this being the first coat, I can go sideways over here too. On my finished coat, I like to go all the same direction, even on floors. Mind you, I don't do floors very much, but this is how you're going to do it. Let the roller do the work.
Do they have trays that are larger than the one you have, Joe? Just in case, for example, you wanted a longer roller.
Yeah, actually they have, well, they have the 9-inch roller cover, which is a standard one. And they even have one that's 12 inches, believe it or not. Wow. And then this pan tray would be a little bit longer and a little bit wider. Okay. So, you know, if you're doing lots of work, and you're doing big, huge surfaces, floor surfaces, wall surfaces, whatever, they've got the 12-inch roller. I've never really used 12-inch. I've always kind of gotten away with a 9-inch roller. And lately, even for walls, I've been using the 6-inch roller. It takes a little knack of doing it with the 6-inch roller. And for ceilings, I just recently put up a video on painting a ceiling with the 6-inch mini roller. Yeah, worked out really good. It wasn't as heavy as a 9-inch. I could put it up there nice and even. I didn't get sore like I would if I was using a 9-inch. My neck, my arms, and I got the paint on there nice and even. Worked out really good. So yeah, think about the 6-inch roller.
See, I think most people...
I can just do it nice and easy even with one hand if I want.
Yes, you can.
But with the 9-inch roller, you know, it just takes a little doing.
But see, Joe, I think a lot of people will want the longer, the 12-inch, to finish the work faster. But you're saying it's not necessarily the wisest.
Yeah. Okay, how am I going to do this? I probably shouldn't be leaving this right like this, but I'm going to be careful and wipe that off. I don't want this to drip. You could also do this business.
May I thank you again in behalf of the chamber, because we needed this done. It needs to be done by Wednesday for the ice cream social and ribbon cutting.
No problem.
So thank you so much. Especially on a Sunday and on Mother's Day.
I know. Joe's work is never done.
Apparently not. And you're still not done because you have to serve ice cream on Wednesday.
Yeah, and I have to come back here after this coat dries. That's the other thing. You think you can put the paint on thick enough for the first coat? You're only kidding yourself. Don't plan on just putting one coat of paint down, okay? Now, I'm going to have to put a little bit more paint in there, I guess.
Very little, because you're almost done.
I know I'm almost done. I wonder if I can stretch it out after saying don't stretch the paint out, right? But see, I got enough in the roller, actually. At this point, if I press a little bit hard, I can get a little bit more paint out of there. Just for this little bit, I should be good for this first coat.
You're pretty much done.
Yeah, almost, man. Okay, just dip a little bit in there. Don't get it all over. There. That'll give me just enough. looks pretty nice.
Looks beautiful.
You see how, here's a tip for you. On your paint, whatever color you get, you put it on. When it dries, it always seems to go darker. See how nice that color is down there now? It didn't look like that when I first got it out of the can. So even when you look at little swatches, always remember that your paint, when it dries, it might go darker. Talk to a salesperson, look at it, stand back, and lots of times you might be wise to get 2 or 3 different colors for your walls, put up little swatch areas, let it dry before you make a final decision. We picked out this color because that's what was down there before, and they also painted around the windows just recently with that same color. So I took that in to the same store, and they had the paint color code on it, and they were able to match this paint exactly to the other. I'm liking that.
It looks beautiful.
Here's a little trick I wanted to show you, okay? I'm getting ready. I'm going to wait now for this paint to dry, and I don't necessarily have to go and wash this out. All I have to do is put it in this plastic. And I'm just going to roll it up like this. I'm going to keep it tight so I keep all the air out of it, okay? Like that. And that'll keep this moist. If I don't do that, I'd have to wash that out, because if you don't wash this roller out, it's going to dry and your second coat's not going to turn out very good. So this is going to keep it moist. Okay, I can leave it like that for several hours. I'm going to do the same thing with my little paintbrush here. I don't have to rinse that out, do I? You can't just wrap it. You have to press it. You have to get that air out. That's the key. You don't want any air to get in there. Now that paintbrush, even after 4 hours, we got to wait 4 hours for this to dry, because the paint can set between 4 and 6 hours. Okay, this will be nice and moist, ready for the next coat. There's a tip for you. I'm going to set this back up because I don't want to leave this out, okay? And so whenever I tap that back down, I always put a rag over that, because if you get just a little bit of paint in the edge, see, like right there, I could have wiped that out. I don't want that to splatter. 9 out of 10 times when you hit the can, if you don't have a rag over it, it might splatter and get on your steps, get on your wall, whatever. Okay, we're ready for the next coat. We gotta wait about 4 hours. See you then. Oh, I forgot. There's one last thing we have to do before we leave this area, because I'm not gonna stand out here for the next 4 hours until this gets dry. We made a sign, wet paint. How are we gonna do this? I was looking around. I thought I had some string, because what I'm gonna do is I want to put a piece of string from here over to the downspout, and then take this onto the string. Didn't have any string. All we got is some masking tape. And I've not tried this before, but I think it's going to work. Okay, I'm just going to wrap this around there, give it a few spins. And I can leave it like that, or I can twist it. And I think I'm going to twist it a little bit. I think. You know, it might just be fine just straight. I think I'm going to twist it. What do you think?
If you twist it, will it make it sturdier?
I don't know. We could twist it like that. Whatever. Drape it down just a little. Get on there.
Now, Joe, this is a very windy day. Is that gonna stay?
Yeah, why wouldn't it stay?
Well, it's a strong wind.
You know? Okay, we can do something about that. Yes, we can. Watch and learn, Stern. Don't just walk away from your project before you got it figured out how you're going to protect your paint job. Now I can connect these. Oh, look at that. Silly weenie.
Now, how many hours do you think you'll wait before we come back to do the second coat? Well, you got things to do, so maybe 3 hours or...
That's, I can put that right there, like that. Okay?
Nice.
Oh, doesn't that look cute? This is what I did a couple days ago. This wasn't painted. The painters got here and they painted all the walls and everything on the building, and they forgot to do this wall, so they asked me, hey Joe, can you come out here and do this? Okay, fine, I did. And I used a 2-inch brush, and what I did is I just did the reds first, okay? And I cut in, I made it beyond this edge just a little bit, and then after those dried, I did the white. Then after the white dried, I came back the next day and did the body, and I put 2 coats. I put 2 coats of everything. Doesn't that look nice? If you got a little wall or something like that, you always want to try to look at the existing conditions and kind of mimic that. See, it just kind of blends in with everything because the windows were the nice red. Got nice red around the windows over here and the white, and you've got a red screen door and everything. And it just
character.
It just added a little bit of character. Yeah, it took a little bit of extra time to do the red inserts and stuff, but if you got a chance to do something like that, do it. Hey, well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos, and we're gonna wait for this to dry, and then I'm gonna come back here and put a second coat on. Should I make a video of that or not? I think I'll just add it to the end of this one, probably, just so you can see the overall look when it gets all done on the second coat. And basically we're going to do the very same thing. All we're going to do is repeat the exact same process that we just did for this first coat. You know what? You can do it. I'm just an average Joe. If I can do it, you can do it. That's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.